What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is episode number 13 of the Smark Show. I'm Nick Tricombe.
Steve Herman, what's up?
Mike Cap.
And I wish we were coming in with the Rollins theme under way happier circumstances. But this is really bad. This is really bad for Seth Rollins. This is really bad for WWE. This is really bad for just wrestling in general.
This is a bad day for wrestling.
Yeah, so yesterday at a house show in Dublin, Ireland, we're recording this on Thursday night. It'll probably be out by Friday by the time this is ready to go. Seth Rollins injured his knee, which was pretty apparent, and
it was bad.
Yeah, he really is out for 6 to 9 months with an MCL and ACL meniscus tear, and that's awful because
it's really bad.
That downtime, he is missing WrestleMania. There goes a Shield triple threat.
There goes any great Rollins match you're going to have. Rollins Triple H or the rematch from this past WrestleMania. Anything.
Titles vacated now.
Yeah.
They're going to have a tournament at Survivor Series to determine who's the next champion.
That's right.
Roman Reigns, probably.
This couldn't happen at a worser time, honestly.
No, because this happens when Cena's out. This happens when Orton's out. And also, you have Rusev, who just got injured.
Brock Lesnar as well. Sting. I mean, like, all part-time guys, you know? He is their number one guy. Like, and they've been building him up for years now, and this is all uncreative. Like, they really fucked up here, honestly.
Yeah, they're in such a hole right now because of the fact that they did not build anyone else up on the roster to be able to really, truthfully take over. Roman Reigns, I mean, could get away with being the champ here. Ambrose probably. Sheamus seems like the safe audible just because he's the contract holder, but I mean, we all love Cesaro, Ziggler, Neville, all these guys, but I mean, do you really see Dolph Ziggler holding the belt at this point?
No, it's unrealistic at this point because the way he's been booked, obviously.
What did he do? He hit Cena with every one of his finishers twice on like his open challenge.
Kevin Owens, it took him like two pop-up power bombs or something, It's too hard.
And, I mean, first and foremost, thoughts go out to Seth Rollins
this is so sad.
Because we all liked him as champion.
I love Seth Rollins.
We weren't entirely on board with how he was being handled as champion, but
that's the worst part because it seemed like they were finally starting to get his handling right. All his wins aren't going to be tainted by corporate Kane coming down and beating the dude up, or
no J&J, no whatever. Triple H or Steph anymore.
Yeah, there's just a lot of crap. There's just a lot of crap that's going on, and I don't know. They should have booked themselves better here.
Yeah, it's just it's just really sad for Seth. Like, I feel so bad for him. Like, he works his ass off day in, day out. He works the live shows, the SmackDowns, the pay-per-views, and then just gets this bad tear. And it's just such a shit way to go out as champ. Like, Daniel Bryan had not the same injury, but he went out with the injury as well. I mean, I would like to see him at least lose the title.
Yeah.
Now, he doesn't lose it. It's great. It sucks.
Me and my buddy Dustin were talking about it, too. Seth had such a big moment when he got the belt, and he's been champion for a pretty long time now.
Like almost 7 months now.
Opposed to most modern-day reigns that don't last long. He really didn't get that moment. That's what we were talking about as champion, He had it when he got it, the curb stomp, but again, they can't even show his moment on TV anymore. Because
they'll show it eventually a couple years down the line.
But as champion, do you really feel like Seth ever had that one defining, career-winning match where it was like, this guy's it, Like, he has all these names, but, like we said, like, all the wins were, like, tainted. Like, he won by, just some, like, bitch heel stuff, or someone else came out and won for him. Like, he has on, like, his, championship resume.
Are you just talking about, like, the end results? Because, I mean, I think he's put on great matches. Like, the ladder match with Ambrose was...
It's Seth Rollins, of course. I'm not saying he's putting on bad matches. Yeah. I'm saying that moment.
I know what you mean.
He has Sting under his books. He has John Cena. He has Brock Lesnar. He has Dean Ambrose. Randy Orton.
Roman Reigns.
But it doesn't feel like he was like he ever had that night where he walked in. He was like, "Listen, bitches, I'm the champion here."
But I feel like that's with a lot of champions recently with the heavy. Not recently.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a shame for him.
Yeah.
He walks away from what could have been a great championship.
Especially what could have been.
And
I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but he had his moment at WrestleMania where he won the title, and that was great. But my personal favorite match from him so far was Hell in a Cell against Ambrose. That was
good. That was
one of my favorites. Finish, I'm not entirely sure about looking back.
But match quality was really good.
The match was really good. They put on an entertaining show and everything. And I do want to make note of the fact that I'm on the WWE app right now, Not trying to plug it, I swear, but
Cole.
It's only $9.99, guys.
no, the app's free. But
It is actually
under the superstars, under where they list the roster. Yeah. Vacant's back.
Wow.
Vacant's back for the WWE Heavyweight title. That's
nice.
That's
he had a pretty good run last time.
Yeah, he did. No, but the thing was, like, I heard about the injury, and I was talking about before we got here. I'm like, I didn't think it was that serious. And then Jonathan Coachman tweets it out, and I'm like, holy shit, man.
Oh, dude, his knee was like...
I sent it to you guys. I was so shocked, man.
His knee was bad.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. I really didn't think. Because I saw a video of it, too.
And major props to Seth Rollins for having a torn ACL, MCL, meniscus, or, a meniscus
and finish
tear,
the match.
And then picking up 6'9", 300-something pound Kane and throwing him through a table. Like...
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That has me questioning Derrick Rose and all these NBA players who have all these tears and they don't go out and play basketball. Yet goddamn Seth Rollins picks up a legitimate giant and throws them through a table.
Yeah.
Oh my! That was ridiculous.
Yeah. Show's gotta go on for better or worse.
Yeah.
I think it's for the worse.
Well, we've seen circumstances where it was for the worse.
Yeah. But this is. I mean, they are just like we said. All these guys are out. I mean, they're going to have to do the best they can.
Yeah,
well, that's the question I want to pose you guys. They announced the tournament in Survivor Series, but how the hell are they going to get out of this one?
I don't know how many guys are going to be in the first place because they have feuds.
All right, well,
in the
look at the obvious. Probably Ambrose. Probably Reigns.
Oh, Reigns is definitely.
Probably Sheamus.
I don't know about Sheamus because he's in the tag team.
Sheamus could, the thing with Sheamus, he's Money in the Bank, so he doesn't need to be even be.
Yeah, in it. Yeah.
He could at any
time.
He
could be in it, though.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You've seen Del Rio in that tournament for #1 contender.
It'll probably be Del Rio, Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns.
It's going to be 4 guys. It's either 4 or 8.
I think it'll be 8, but I'm saying those will be the 4 winners. And,
4 winners. Who'd you say?
Kevin Owens, Del Rio, who of course we're not going to believe either of them are going to win because they're holding secondary belts right now. But WWE loves doing that. Yeah. It's like when they put tag team guys in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Then Dean Ambrose, just because of the relations with the Shield, and probably Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
That'll probably be what we get.
I'm kind of interested for Raw next week, just based on the fact I don't know what the hell.
Very interested.
I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. Honestly, there's so many options they could do. Hell, they could get out of this Bray Wyatt and Taker feud. They won't. Maybe put Strowman in there, put Wyatt in there. Maybe give Bray Wyatt the title. It won't happen. But just pull something out of their ass because they're gonna have to. They gotta do something.
The Wyatts, you could take the background Wyatt members like Harper and Rowan. You could have them do a tag match with the Brothers of Destruction and put them over that way.
That's
and
another
have
option.
Wyatt move on to the title and take Strowman with him as his personal enforcer as opposed to the Wyatt family enforcer. There's a lot of stuff they could do still.
Yeah,
especially with Bray saying how he's that
he stole the powers
that
from him.
Weirdly awesome speech that he gave.
One of his better promos in quite some time.
That was straight out of the some 1995 WWE.
Yeah, definitely.
So gimmicky and it was so great.
It was great though. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, my one friend was saying he's it's so corny. I was like, how can you be someone who says I love the Undertaker, but then you can't. But
you
then
see the
you
lightning bolts,
and you'll say this is cheesy. Talking about some dark gimmick like this doesn't make any sense. That's why Undertaker is as popular as he is.
Yes, exactly.
I love it. This is a great step forward for Bray Wyatt.
Oh, definitely.
And to go back, you brought up that you're interested for what they're going to do on Raw.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of really interested in Survivor Series now because.
Yeah.
I mean.
It was a good show to begin with in the first place. I was looking forward to it.
The past 2 have been pretty decent.
What, pay-per-views?
No, the past 2 Raws.
Oh, yeah, they have. Yes, they have.
It's a shame.
Really good book shows.
Such a shame he went down.
I know, God.
What I'm getting at is Rollins being injured is horrible. Horrible short-term, horrible long-term, just bad all around. But you're getting a new champion at this pay-per-view, and on top of that, you have something where, I don't know if it's a lock just yet. Probably is. Where you have the Wyatts and Undertaker.
The traditional match.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
That's 2 big sells right there.
Oh yeah. Oh, the card looks great. Charlotte and Paige. I think that's gonna be a really good match, honestly. But A lot of question marks, though.
See, we've been saying for so long, hopefully this is the point where the Divas Revolution actually gets going. I'm hoping now, like, when we say that, it's actually true that it is going to get going now.
Yeah. Credit to them for the last one again. That was a good match.
The Fatal 4-Way?
Yeah. That was good too.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Nikki and Charlotte's match.
Oh yeah, from the Hell in a Cell.
I said anything that Nikki Bella or Brie Bella is involved with at this point, I just don't care. Yeah, I'm just not going to pay any attention to it. So there's that. But as an actual quality match, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So they've got a little foundation to build off of now.
Definitely.
Hopefully, with the Bellas out of the immediate
Yeah.
top.
But I mean, I am so interested in Raw, like you said. Like I really don't know.
One of the most interested in Raw I've been in a while.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you think they're going to write it off with Seth?
They're probably just going to say he's hurt. They acknowledged it on the website.
I'm saying, but like, do you think he'll come out and like spit some cocky promo about how he lost it and like create fashion?
This is what I was thinking.
He was also fighting Kane, who on Raw storylines right now, his soul is apparently being harvested by Bray Wyatt. So it'd be weird to have Bray Wyatt come out there and have lightning bolts shoot out of his ass, and then the next segment they're showing video of Kane and Ireland fighting.
If you need the ratings to go up, that's probably the way to do it.
Yeah, lightning bolts out the ass will.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely
sure
will.
That'll get some viewers.
Yeah, definitely. But I was thinking,
imagine that water cooler conversation the next day. Yeah, did you watch Raw last night? Yeah, it was weird.
Some dude was just firing electricity out of his anus. I'm not sure how he harnessed the power, but that's some next level genetic shit right there.
Oh man! But I feel if Rollins doesn't have surgery before the Raw, I feel he's gonna come out and maybe surrender the title and thank the fan. I think it's gonna be like a face thing. I'm telling you, when he comes back, he's gonna be the biggest face in this company.
That'll break character for it.
Oh, I think he's gonna break character.
Yeah.
If he's on Raw, that's all I'm saying. If he's not, then they're just gonna do a news story or something.
Considering the injury, I doubt that he does.
What's that? Break character?
No, that'll come out on Raw and say something. Just considering the injury, he'll have to come out on crutches.
Yeah.
On top of carrying the belt or
exactly.
something.
What do you think?
I can't see.
What do you
right
think?
Now.
WWE Michael Cole's gonna say on the situation? Describe. Do you think they'll?
I think it's gonna be serious.
Do you think they'll just be champion Seth Rollins was injured during a dark match or something, or do you think they'll give it a storyline or just straight up he got injured in the match?
I think it's gonna be dead serious.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll say he's injured because this isn't the first time where that's happened, and they just said, "Hey, listen, this is the deal." I mean, they just did it recently with Sting.
Yeah, they did.
Hey, listen, this is the deal with Sting. He's hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, did they do it with Daniel Bryan too?
Pretty sure they did.
Yeah, when they have to acknowledge injuries, they'll acknowledge injuries.
The thing with Sting and Bryan, though, is their injuries were done in a format that was, televised, so people, people saw them getting hurt.
Here's the thing, Rusev just got injured at a house show, too.
Yeah, well, it was main event tapings before SmackDown, but yeah.
But people didn't see it right away.
Yeah, exactly.
Said, listen, he's hurt.
Did they say who he was hurt against?
Yeah. What's that?
Did they say who, when they were, I don't remember, when they were talking about when Rusev was injured, did they state, he was injured against whoever the hell he got injured against in that match?
Man, I forget who
Did they say he was fighting Kevin Owens and got injured,
It was reported on sites, just coming in from people who were at the show to see it.
Okay.
In person that, he was hurt. They had to stop
and he was
the
furious
match.
after a match, he was chasing down the doctors and stuff for some reason.
And then it was a case, I'm pretty sure, I don't have it right in front of me, unfortunately, but it was a case where I'm pretty sure that they had to say, okay, people saw this. Yeah, we'll just explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be weird. I mean, this is it's different circumstances, obviously, because it's the main belt. Everything's just on a heightened level here.
Yeah, it's the prestigious belt, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and we don't have a holder now, which is insane to think about.
One thing I wanted to do, regarding the belt, is to just run through the names
of guys.
Yeah, who could possibly be the champion, whether they be a placeholder or the new champion going forward.
Okay.
But if Dolph Ziggler's the champ, what happens to the WWE landscape? I just want to run through.
Before we move on, though, I did bring it up on my phone. The WWE did put out a post about it.
About Rusev?
Site. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Gotcha.
There we go. All right, moving on ahead to the landscape.
Yeah. I just wanted to just import guys and see so I think top of the order should be Roman Reigns. He's the obvious one. He was the one who was scheduled to have a match with Seth Rollins here, and I'd say probably the most realistic at this point.
He's up there.
They're already showing their cards that he's going to be their next guy. What better time to prove himself?
And here's the thing about that. It's very likely that he does get the title.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes logical sense. How would you guys feel about that? Because, I mean, last year, we didn't want this guy anywhere near the belt. And we've said before, he's worked his way up. He is a lot more respectable now than he was a few months ago.
True.
But, if he has a belt now...
It's not the right moment.
Yeah, I feel...
It should be WrestleMania, honestly. That's when he should win it.
I feel bad.
If anything.
I feel bad for him in this situation a little bit. I mean... Not that, that's the same way I'm sure he felt with WrestleMania. The fans are kind of pissed, but, I'm main eventing WrestleMania. That's awesome. So I'm sure he's happy right now if he is the one that's going to get the nod. However, in the long run, I think Roman Reigns being the next champion, he should have to go through one more screw job before he gets it,
Yes.
So he was about to win at the Survivor Series, and Ambrose comes out and screw whatever, anything that happens. Then the next time he goes for the belt, that's his real run, and he finally wins his champ, because... it'll feel like, he...
Genuine.
He had obstacles that he had to bust down. He earned respect from fans and, other wrestlers. So, right now, it's a little early, but again, that's their problem, They booked themselves into this where they have 2 or 3 legitimate people who could do it at this
point. It's interesting that you brought the Ambrose angle into this because we've seen Ambrose hold the belt. We've seen people love the fact that he had the belt.
A lot of people were very surprised he didn't turn heel on this Monday night, too.
Yeah.
This gives him the stage to do it.
More ammunition. Yeah.
I think with Rollins going, I think it could go either way now.
Yeah.
Ambrose or Reigns. Maybe Reigns joins the Authority.
Reigns, yeah. I think it'd be very logical to see those two being the two if they do a tournament, the tournament.
Do something like they did with The Rock, remember?
The finals,
Yeah.
Roman Reigns versus Ambrose.
But you know what I'm talking about, like from '98 with The Rock and Mick Foley.
Yeah.
And the McMahons were with Foley's side, and then Rock was like the big baby face. Mm-hmm. And then he turned heel and won the championship. They could do something like that, but I don't see it.
Yeah, but back to Roman as champ.
Yeah.
So Roman Reigns is the champion of WWE. What goes on from here? How do they book the show?
Oh, shit.
Wait,
I mean, like pay-per-views or something?
If Roman Reigns walks out of Survivor Series as the champion, what do they do? It's a tough question. Like,
there's no opponents.
Yeah, you don't have a story.
Cena's not going to be there.
Who's their top heels? Seth Rollins, gone. Brock Lesnar turned babyface. Undertaker's not a true heel.
Bray Wyatt would be an option.
Sting's a face. Daniel Bryan's a face. John Cena's a face, and he's gone. Orton's interchangeable, also gone. The rest of their heels, Kevin Owens is the IC champ. Rusev's gone. Cody Rhodes is a lower tier guy.
Del Rio's U.S. champ.
Del Rio's U.S. champ. Barrett and Sheamus are both lower mid card at this point. Like, what the hell do they do?
I think Bray Wyatt would be the option.
Yeah, but even then, I mean,
I know.
He has this whole thing with the.
I'm just trying to think of how you pick Reigns as champion. It's hard.
It's weird.
But if that angle with the Undertaker wraps up right after Survivor Series, say this is it for Taker. I mean, it's not that far fetched that Wyatt would make a run for it.
No, definitely not. But again, how long does that hold him?
Oh yeah, and they just had the feud too.
Seth Rollins is gone for 6 to 9 months, and they got WrestleMania. This isn't like oh shit, he got injured in March.
I mean, it could.
We can cruise control through SummerSlam. Like, they got Mania coming up, and I feel like this might be just hopeful wishing from a fan, but I feel like they were genuinely booking towards a Shield triple threat.
They definitely.
I felt like that was the obvious.
They definitely were.
That's gone. There's
that's,
as hard as
that
Rollins,
pisses me off so
as hard
much.
as Rollins can work once he's like healthy. I mean, he can't change biology, and
I don't want him to come back. He let him
heal.
I mean, it's so sad that he's gone, but let him heal.
This is so much.
Yeah,
of a
so
problem.
I mean, there we are. Roman Reigns. I mean, as champ, we already ran into a bunch of obstacles, and again, they can audible move some things around.
Maybe call up a guy from NXT.
But either way, they're in a real rough spot. There's another heel, Tyler Breeze, but again, he's not anything yet.
Yeah.
Well, he has a long way to go before
have Ziggler turn heel
into the title picture.
I would love that. Ziggler heel's best.
That would be interesting. Ziggler
quick
Reigns.
Thought about the Wyatts. Maybe you'd set up where Bray Wyatt's coming after Roman Reigns' soul or something, but like you have it so he has to take on each member of the Wyatt family before he gets to Bray. That would be kind of weak, I think. But
can you really go into WrestleMania booking Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan?
No, Bray Wyatt's the final boss.
I know, but I'm saying you said he had to go through each member of the Wyatts. So at some point it would have to be him versus Eric Rowan, him versus Strowman. I mean, those two are horrible for singles wrestlers. Luke Harper's a monster.
Yeah, Harper's
fine
a beast.
With that, but Rowan and
I think Harper's the best wrestler out of the four.
They can't do anything. Oh, hands down.
Yeah.
He's I think you could make the case that Harper's the best big man wrestler they have in the company.
Yeah.
That dude's a monster. He just is a background character in the stable.
It's another guy, if they build him up right, he could have been a title contender, dude.
But they didn't.
Nope. No, they didn't. I'm just naming options. There's so many goddamn talented guys.
I'm not trying to shit on your idea.
No. I never said it was bulletproof. That was just an on-the-spot thing, maybe. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, it's just tough.
You don't know at this point.
And a lot of people are saying, like, oh, Cena's going to come back from this, like, trip early or whatever. And, I think that's the worst thing they can do here, to bring back Cena or whoever they can audible bring The Rock in or something like that.
That's someone they could do.
They keep saying, oh, yeah, none of these guys grab the brass ring. This is their moment, This is it. This is it. Like,
give it to somebody.
Here you go, Cesaro.
Slater push.
Yeah, here you go, Cesaro. Run with it,
Stop.
But I'm saying...
Don't get me excited.
If they want to do something, now's the time.
This is it.
Yeah, it's not like they have another option where it's like, where they can kick themselves in the ass later and be like, damn, we should have went with this. No, they have no real options here.
Let someone step up and grab that damn brass ring and be the champion.
Can you imagine if it's like, Cesaro versus whatever, or Ambrose versus whatever, and everyone's expecting Roman Reigns to win, or Sheamus, and... Like, can you imagine the pop if, like, Cesaro actually won the goddamn belt?
I would cry.
That place would erupt.
Yeah.
And, like, everyone, like, Cesaro's another one where at this moment, he's not exactly booked to be a realistic WWE champion because he's getting KO punched by the Big Show every other day. But fans love him enough where it's accepted. Like, it would be accepted, him as champ.
For sure.
They won't do it, though. This is all pipe dreams. So let's just jump into him now. We did Reigns, Cesaro's champ.
I would love that.
The Hail Mary of all Hail Marys happens, and Vince McMahon gives the belt to him.
The Smark's champion.
Yeah, pretty much.
For real.
Honestly, we all love the man. I mean...
what do they do with him? There's another one where he's a face. So it's like...
Yeah, I think he could pull that off.
I definitely think Reigns feels like he's a tier higher than most mid-carders at this point. I still consider Reigns a mid-card even though he's fighting for the main belt, but he's like upper echelon. Him fighting Sheamus and those guys for the belt seems like a little weak, but I would accept it more if Cesaro was. Is that weird? Like,
but I think you could get away with it for TLC, the next pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But then Rumble, you can maybe like have like a Cena or something.
Yeah, start building someone back up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe like a Lesnar. Lesnar and Cesaro. Something we'd like to see,
I would love that.
Exactly. I think Cesaro would have good potential being his champion.
Yeah, I would accept him more fighting Barrett and those guys for the champion for the championship than I would Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more options with Cesaro since he's a very better worker than Reigns.
Yeah, he can work any style that you need. He can work a fast-paced offense.
Slow
he can work a brawl, anything. Yeah,
totally. I mean, I think Cesaro would be a nice option, but it won't. I don't think
the drawback with him, like I hear a lot, is like he doesn't speak fluent English. Well, he speaks fluent English. I take that back. He doesn't
speaks 5 languages.
Yeah, he doesn't speak like perfect English, so he's not going to connect with the American audience or whatever. Like, okay, whatever. But like,
did you see the pop he got on Raw this week?
Book towards the European audience a little bit too. Who cares? Like, London loses their shit when WWE comes there. So all these places. So. Yeah. I'm fine with Cesaro as a champ. He speaks 5 different languages. He's a man of the world, obviously.
King of
King of Swing. Yeah. He's one of the best mat wrestlers they've ever had in the company.
He really is.
He is definitely a good option. One they won't take, but
our wild card. One of our wild cards.
Definitely a great wild card.
Yes. Let me ask you one question.
Yeah.
Is there any chance they go fantasy book someone from NXT?
No.
Nobody?
Well,
no
that's
way in
something.
Hell. Joe is
not Joe. I mean, like
Joe's going to be fighting Finn Balor, obviously, after this NXT.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about it real quick. Apollo Crews was attacked by Baron Corbin when he was
great match, by the way.
Yeah, when he was fighting Finn Balor for the championship.
Joe heel turn.
Baron Corbin just destroys everybody. Samoa Joe.
Good heel heat, by the way. Yeah.
Samoa Joe runs out, scares off Baron Corbin. Then he hits Finn Balor with the muscle buster. Yells like, I did this to you or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're going to be feuding. Yeah. Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin are going to be feuding. Tyler Breeze is already on the main roster.
And there's really
nobody else.
Sami Zayn?
Yeah. All right.
No, but
how close is he to
coming
back?
Fantasy booking. I have no idea.
Oh, he's close.
He's got to be close. Yeah.
Oh, he's close. Hideo Itami's ready.
That would be nuts if they throw those. if they threw those two in.
They could do something like that, just like for a one night thing. And
If
then
this was like 14 years ago, sure.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, God, shut up.
Or for WWE.
You know I love Sami Zayn and Finn Balor.
I mean, the only thing that was holding back Tommy by the time he got injured was his English.
Yeah,
that was
and he was starting to improve that.
I mean, he's had months to work on that now.
Yeah.
And, Zayn was ready to go. He was there.
Ready. Yeah.
He was there. He was called up to the main roster.
Yeah.
And then he threw his arm up and dislocated his shoulder.
Excited as hell.
But, yeah, both of those guys are ready to go. So if you throw them into the mix, I mean, it wouldn't be too far-fetched, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
I would definitely be pro it.
But I think we all be pro, but I don't think
I think that's even more of a wild card situation than Cesaro. Yeah.
How about another option? Another guy?
Another one that's realistic but not realistic is my boy Ziggler.
I think a heel turn he would have to be a heel champion.
He's a previous champion, so it's not.
Man, he'd be a good.
It's not like he has no credibility. He's been the IC champ 4 times.
Yep.
Tag champion.
US champ.
Yeah. So
Money in the Bank. He's He's been a world heavyweight champion twice.
Ziggler's been everywhere in the company, so he's someone that's proven himself. And even as champ, I hate that he gets the blame for this. Jack Swagger kicked him in the head.
Yeah.
And he got a concussion, and they're saying, "Oh, he's injury prone." Let me kick you in the head, Vince, and see what happens.
Right. But I think Ziggler would be a hell of a heel champion.
If he turned heel, definitely. No way he can do it as a face at this point.
No.
He has just been...
He needs to be a heel champion.
He's been booked so far
You can replace him as Rollins as the heel champion if you wanted to go there. I mean, I think that would really work.
Yeah.
And
heel Ziggler is the Ziggler I fell in love
And there's
with,
so many faces that you could have with Ziggler. I think that'd be really interesting to build up to Mania.
He's definitely... from a fan standpoint, one that I would agree with.
Well, yeah, you're the biggest Ziggler fan.
You look at booking.
But right now, it doesn't make sense because the way they've been booked, and every freaking guy on the roster, it doesn't make sense.
But yeah, this is the fantasy booking.
But it's a tournament. I guess you got to just think someone's going to win.
So fantasy booking here, whatever he wins, he gets into it.
Yeah.
Who could he fight? I'm trying to think face-wise. Assuming he's a heel if he wins it. He's got Roman Reigns.
I think Roman would be first.
He's got Dean Ambrose.
Man, those are some good matches right there.
Yeah, I mean, just those two alone could carry you towards
That's TLC.
Pretty much everyone we just mentioned.
Cesaro.
Yeah.
You can have Cesaro if they push
Neville,
him right. Neville.
If they start seriously building him up. I don't think he could be his first one, but he could be one down the line.
Ryback maybe.
Yeah, Ryback.
Maybe Ryback. That's another guy we could.
Yeah.
I feel like he could be maybe. He's not doing anything right now either. He's not doing anything.
I completely forgot about him, and I was thinking who would be I could see Ryback in the final 4 of that tournament if they do an 8, just because he's not doing anything.
Yeah, exactly. With no Owens or anything.
He's another one of those guys who was always on the birth of a right on the cusp of getting that championship.
I feel like he is a champion, someday, not I think he's a placeholder for somebody.
Yeah,
but
couple months, 2-3 months.
Yeah, I feel like he definitely could be that. I really do. He's really improved, especially this year. He's been fantastic, I think, with some of his matches. But later in the summer months, his matches weren't that great. But I think Ryback would be a good fit as a champion.
Who could he be going against, realistic? Who could he be?
A face?
Jesus Christ, that's some good English. Yeah, well, who do you think he could, fight as champion that would be, a quality feud?
A quality feud.
I mean, he's already fought Owens.
It would
the IC champ. Del Rio's, no.
He already fought... I guess he could maybe
he's US champ, They
well, not
I
right
don't
now.
want to see the mid card belts constantly feuding with the tops again. Yeah.
Maybe Ziggler again if he's a heel.
Yeah.
I'm just because I think someone's turning heel now. They have to turn someone heel because they don't have enough heels.
Would you throw Big E into the title picture?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was one I was going to bring up.
I would.
The New Day in themselves, I would not be surprised to see in contention for it at least.
Yeah, but I think they're still going to defend the titles, I think, because they've been trying to build the tag division back up with the return of the Usos.
Well, I mean, you look at all the great stables in the past,
couple
DX,
years.
Evolution,
The
Shield, they've all been multiple title holders inside the group.
Yeah.
So, both of the mid-card titles seem like they're pretty firmly in the hands of Kevin Owens and Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, for the time being.
So, it would be a shocker, but again, you see Big E walk out of there as champ.
That'd be cool. One of the hottest
as over as they have got themselves, that's good enough to carry you to at least Rumble, where they can just give it back to John Cena if they're that scared.
That would be really interesting if New Day won.
Could you imagine the goddamn promos if they were champions?
Oh my god!
Just the level of smug that would be coming off of them if they were tag champs and main champ.
Wow.
Oh my god,
that would be incredible. That would be
I
really
would,
cool.
that actually might be my best case scenario.
I would agree with that. Under that scenario, I would probably just tune in to Raw, wait for the New Day to come on, and then after they do their whole thing, I would just go to bed.
Yeah.
Like, night can't get any
Night's
better
over.
after that. Just like,
Make sure
gold, done.
I know. I'm definitely buying those New Day socks. They just came out on the shop, but yeah, off topic.
I want the shirt.
Off topic. I was just wanting to bring
Can
that
you
up.
imagine if the WWE champion has like a goddamn unicorn like
You have
as their logo?
That Biggie gets the belt redesign?
I could just already see like the crown hanging. I could already see the crown hanging off its horn and shit.
Yes.
Nick's marking out right now, dude. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Belt redesign for the New Day. Oh my god, that would be amazing.
That is a New Day would be interesting.
Yeah.
I really would, but
As
I think
big as Cesaro and Ziggler fan as I am, I think New Day's the best option.
that would be an option if it's not Roman or another guy we should bring up now, Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Well,
Ambrose is.
I brought him up earlier.
Yeah.
I would love it if he
I
had.
think we all love it.
Ambrose is in the talks just because of the relationship with Seth Rollins.
Yes.
He's obviously in there. He's someone I think.
But he hasn't been booked great the last couple
Well,
months.
that's my thing with him, and this is me being optimistic, it could just very well be they're just being horrible with booking, but I think they're trying to go the Sami Zayn route, the Daniel Bryan
With Ambrose?
With Ambrose.
Really?
Where he keeps, look at the past couple, feuds he's had. He keeps getting, right to the cusp of victory, and then he gets screwed out of the loss by
with who? I'm just curious.
Bray Wyatt. That whole series he had with him.
That was a while ago, but
him winning the belt off of Seth essentially, and then recalling it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Him falling
That's more
off
recent.
the Money in the
He
Bank.
challenged Cena for the U.S. title and came really close.
Yeah. So
yeah.
he's someone.
you even saw it.
But they have a lot
after he lost that match too. He's just.
I thought that was going to build to something.
He
was
just down.
I thought
Yeah,
they
he
were
was.
gonna
I
build
remember
to
that.
something with that because of how prominent that was.
That was the. Yeah.
But anyway, they seem to be booking him. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but he just gets right to the edge of that belt, and it's just always right out of his grasp.
They have a lot of guys like that though.
Yeah.
Like Daniel Bryan, Sami
Ziggler's
Zayn,
another
Neville.
one recently.
They have a lot of guys that are the underdog character. But yeah.
But Ambrose should be front of the pack for those guys if you're just talking about career upturn from here.
You're saying this now, and I'm starting to think that Ambrose's whole angle has just been a slow burn for the past year now.
That's what I'm being optimistic here. I hope it's not just them not knowing what to do with him, because it could very well just be that too.
Yeah.
But from a positive standpoint, it's just a slow burn. He even his relationships with Roman Reigns and everything. He's always playing back fiddle to him. He's the friend that's coming in to help him.
Yeah.
I can already see a video package right now for the Reigns Ambrose feud that'll eventually come. Will be Ambrose in the background while Reigns is doing all this, crazy
all
winning
his matches
shit.
and stuff. Yeah,
the jealous best friend kind of thing.
That's your storyline right there.
Shake and bake.
So again, he's one that could win it, but he is very much similar to Reigns here, where I feel he needs to be screwed over one more time before it's real sweet when he really wins. Not saying that if Dean Ambrose wins this pay-per-view, I'd lose my shit.
I think we all would.
But yeah.
But I think if he wins, Sheamus is cashing in. That's just overall my opinion. If it's a fan favorite instead of Reigns, I think if Reigns wins, he wins it. But if it's anyone else, I think Sheamus is going to cash in.
Hop right into Sheamus as champ then.
Oh, that'd be fucking horrible.
Oh, how slow would this be?
God.
I have a hard time imagining it would last.
I don't think it's going to... I have it really hard to believe that it's actually going to happen.
The worst
how could they do this?
The worst part with Sheamus as champ, too, is if he is champ and he wins it, when Cena comes back and wins the Rumble, it'll be versus Sheamus.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
No.
Just throw Randy Orton in there, too.
Man, that's horrible.
Big Show.
Sheamus is a Money in the Bank holder. I'm not sure I've ever seen, they'll never come out and say that it was a mistake to give him the Money in the Bank briefcase now. But I've never seen it kind of subtly shown in booking by throwing him in a pre-show tag match and everything.
Horrible. He just comes out. What was it? He came out 2 pay-per-views ago and like was like, oh yeah, I might cash in and like
Night of Champions.
yeah.
This is the worst Money in the Bank briefcase holder ever.
His cash-ins have been horrible too. He's just holding on to the
teasers,
yelling at the ref, cash in.
20 minutes. I was like, are you sure? Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Really? You want to cash in?
Oh,
let me stall for another 15 minutes.
Take it
when everyone else is cashing in, take this. Okay, the ref's like, okay.
Yeah, you immediately know when a cash-in's going to happen because the refs play no games.
They're dead serious. Yeah. Like, let's go.
Best cash-in I've ever seen is just Rollins just beelining it down the Wrestlemania ramp. That was the greatest.
I actually watched that like yesterday just to relive that moment because and how ironic Rollins is out 6 to 9 months. I didn't realize. Oh, I would not be seeing Seth for a while.
Goddamn plagues, Steve.
That was I can't get over that WrestleMania. Sorry, but back to the championship.
Sheamus is champion. There's not a lot for them to do.
The ratings would go even down, like even more.
The
I think.
one silver lining that I'll pull here is with Sheamus involved in this European and like storyline thing right now. I forget what the hell.
Well, with him and Barrett.
It's this little tag. Him as champion, maybe we could finally see that dominant European like stable that we've been wanting for a while. He could recruit additional, like, I'm champ. Who wants to come join me?
Yeah.
He's already got Barrett with him.
Rusev could maybe join.
When he comes back, maybe Neville heel turns and joins with him.
That'd be interesting.
Cesaro could finally be like, I'm tired of getting screwed out of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm joining with you. So from that standpoint, they could definitely do something cool. More realistically, though, they'll have Sheamus just turn on Barrett for no real reason, and he'll just job out. So Sheamus looks good for one pay-per-view.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I have another wild card pick.
Yeah, go ahead there.
If Vince is
brings
really
back Shane O'Mac.
Well, no.
Money.
Yeah, money. Exactly. That's where I'm getting to. He's desperate for guys right now. Does he bring back Brock Lesnar?
He could.
And I would be fine with that if he did.
He could, but with the way the ratings are right now,
I know.
Not having the belt on TV for stretches of a time, and I don't think there's.
But I think he'd be back in a month though. So it's Survivor Series. He would be back at the Rumble and everything too.
Who, Cena?
No, Lesnar. I'm talking about.
Okay, but
if he did win.
Well, I'm saying with the ratings the way they are right now, I don't think that
you don't think it could afford not having the champ on TV?
Yeah, I don't think people want to not say it, and I don't think there's any amount of money that you can pay Brock Lesnar at this point in his life to appear on every single Raw now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he seems to hate traveling enough where...
I don't understand. Yeah. I don't know why he can't
just do 52 Raws. He's been paid enough money in his lifetime where it's not like he's one of these old-time wrestlers.
But he did, he got extra money for Hell in the Cell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But, I mean, I'm just fantasy book. I mean... I think that's an option.
I mean, again,
because Lesnar hasn't been on since Hell in the Cell, and they really didn't say anything how he hasn't been on recently. So
yeah, I mean, I could very well.
That's an option.
It wouldn't surprise me if they do an 8-man tournament and 7 guys come out, whatever, and then Paul Heyman's voice hits or Brock Lesnar's music hits. And
I think it'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be a cool moment on TV, just seeing him all fired up, like I'm taking back my belt.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
That could be cool.
Yeah.
Not my top option. If I were to pick, just because, as we said before Seth even got injured, this is the time with Cena and all these guys out where Vince doesn't really have much of an option other than to give a young guy a shot.
Yeah.
So if he gives it to Brock, I mean...
I know, I'm just trying
to... Just hope it doesn't happen,
Right.
It's not going to be horrible if it does, but...
I mean, Brock was pretty awesome champion.
Yeah, I mean, Brock's one of my favorite 3 on TV right now. Yeah. I love seeing him when he's out there, but...
Definitely.
At the same time...
Do you think it could be possible that maybe Heyman gets a new client to push for the belt? And that's how you introduce someone from NXT, possibly?
Could be cool.
Well, they've been teasing for a while now, him and Baylor. So that could be something, maybe.
Yeah, that could definitely be cool. One thing with Heyman...
Baylor doesn't really need Heyman.
No, I know, but they always tease it on Twitter, like him...
Heyman's very hit or miss with guys, though.
I know he is.
All right, just for the record, Baylor teases a lot of things.
That's a good point.
Like, pretty much before every Raw, he teases that he's there.
Yeah. True. Very true.
Not every Raw, but he does it a lot.
Yeah. Well, you were going to say something about Heyman.
Oh, the people that he's with, it's like it either really works or it does absolutely nothing for them.
Yeah.
You have CM Punk, you have Brock Lesnar, but then you have Curtis Axel and Cesaro.
Ryback.
There's not many guys where it's like,
Heidenreich.
Yeah, this kind of worked out for me. He's had, who's his 3, RVD, CM Punk, and Brock Lesnar. Everybody else that he's really been with hasn't.
He had the Dangerous Alliance in WCW with Austin and all them guys. Larry Zbyszko, Arn Anderson. That's back in the early 90s, so. That was a good alliance, though, but in WCW.
Paulie Dangerously.
Yeah, Paulie Dangerously. That's right. That is right. Any other guys?
I'm just kind of looking through the roster right now, and I don't really see too many out of the people we just mentioned.
You know, I could name people,
The Rock?
Barrett, all these people, but they're, again, like, it all just goes back to they
would
haven't
you able
been
to
booked
be,
strong enough.
Would you be able to hold on to The Rock as champion? I mean,
No.
he's more of a
No.
movie star.
No, I
Do
can't.
not want the Rock.
He's
I don't want him as
movie
champion.
star
I'm pulling up names. I
do not want Rock.
I got one.
Jericho, no.
I know you're.
Well, Jericho's role at this point is just to put other people over, which could bode well for Reigns if you go into 2016 and Jericho's back on TV.
Yeah, you have like a Royal Rumble
over.
Title match between them two. That could be interesting.
The one pretty glaring one that we've omitted to this point, just because of injuries, but it's possible that he comes back, is Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I was about to bring him up.
Yeah. Bryan's been out for a while with these injuries, and he says he's clear to go, but the WWE official
the doctors have. There's been 2 other doctors that said he's good to go.
But so I understand WWE's stance. Like this time, you need to be absolutely sure before you even think about bringing him back.
And that it's even heightened with that, because if he does come back, he'll be obviously the main, guy for the belt. So
yes,
with him being legitimately injury prone as opposed to other people who have been mislabeled at Dolph Ziggler. Do they trust him with the belt again?
Yeah.
I'd have to think WWE's pretty scared at this point of giving Daniel Bryan the main belt again.
I think if he does come back, I think we'll get it someday. Again.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's
placeholder though, like
for like
put
like 2 or
over
3
a new
months.
guy. Yeah. If he's the face and they want to heel his champ, they'll give it to him.
Something like that.
And he's not one that's bad for right now.
I think it makes sense.
They give it to him at Survivor Series. They can just have him work safe matches until whoever's back.
Thing is, TLC's next.
Yeah.
Maybe
just bad time.
Man,
dude.
maybe just make it just a single, and have like other stipulation matches. Just make that a single. That's what they could do, because I think they would really protect him if he did come back.
Yeah.
You have to, honestly.
That'll keep him out of the Rumble, too, which I think is a good thing, because
I
feel at this point, like, if Daniel Bryan is in a Rumble and he doesn't win, like, the fans are just going to revolt every time, it seems.
I don't think so. I think this year's going to be different. If Bryan is in
it depends on who the other guys are. If he's in there with, like, Ambrose and shit, then people will be accepting if he goes out. Yeah. But, if Kane comes in and knocks him out and throws him out like garbage like they did last year half the
I was there last year. It was bullshit.
Yeah. Then I think people will be pissed off. But with him as champ, I think going in the Mania, that'd be kind of good.
Yeah.
I don't like him, but, No.
The Rumble's interesting because we saw Bubba Ray come back.
Yes.
We saw Boogeyman just put in an appearance. That was
weird. And DDP as well.
People came back that you haven't seen for a long time. So I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I want to ask you guys, is there anyone that can maybe come back at the Rumble that you haven't seen forever that can maybe challenge for the belt? Where it wouldn't be like, complete, like Batista coming back and just like, oh yeah, this ain't working.
Did you guys hear the glass break there?
Stop.
Stone Cold is coming back.
I feel like we've moved on from that.
We're done.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Stop.
Batista wants nothing to do with this company unless he's champion, so I can't see him.
I really could see Batista now. He just had his movie premiere. They promoted him for the Muscle Fitness magazine.
Yeah.
WWE did.
Well, sure, if he's not champ, Batista doesn't want anything to do with WWE. But if there's a situation like I could see him.
Batista doesn't even need it, though. He's got that Marvel money.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm opposed to Batista being champion right now. And I cannot believe I'm saying that. If he's a placeholder, though. Not till Mania.
Yeah.
I'm putting a list together of this right now. I'm just putting Batista in there as an outlier because I really...
Yeah, very...
that's not...
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't think he's going to win.
We're just throwing names out there right now, and that's like the most...
Because the way they've been booking it, you don't know who's going to be the champ.
But what I'm saying...
I mean, like, other options.
With the way his last run went, there's no real reason to bring him back, and I'm pretty sure he won't want to come back.
There's reasons. You can have, like, a fantasy match with Batista or something.
Yeah.
And get some money. Like, him and Lesnar or something.
I got one more name for you guys.
Okay.
It's a guy who recently said that he wants to come back and he has one more run in him.
No.
Big Daddy Cool.
God. Hell no. Dude's
Kevin Nash.
Nope.
Coming back. Nope. Winning the belt, baby.
Yeah, so remember when I said Batista was an outlier? I'm putting
Kevin Nash
over help from that.
Kevin Nash is in the league of his own.
Kevin Nash, like...
Let me make my argument here.
No, please.
Right. I want to hear this.
Yeah, I do want to hear it. Okay. This is going to be awful.
It's Triple H's friend, and that's my argument. because that has done well enough for everyone else who's ever wrestled since Triple H has assumed a position of power.
I'm gonna get sick.
The worst part about that is it's pretty sound.
Oh, yeah. All right, keep going.
You can't argue with my I don't have anything else.
That's it? Okay.
That's it.
No,
he's
he's
Triple H's buddy, and he wants to wrestle in the WWE.
Triple H has done.
I'll shit on that.
Triple H has
so
done a really good job with NXT and some stuff that's happened on Raw, but
Yeah.
I would shit on that.
I'm
so
not
much.
actually for this, but I don't even think it's like, I don't even think it has crossed the mind of booking or creative, but
I don't think it ever
it would just
will.
be so goddamn, like, it would be so bad that I would welcome it with open arms. If Scott Hall, that would be even better. If Kevin Nash came out for this tournament and just like whoever, like, just destroy it, like Roman Reigns versus him, and it's like, oh, clearly Reigns is gonna win this, and he just beats the shit out of Roman Reigns, like, just mops the ring with him, and like we just get like just a Diesel run, like.
I think I actually wouldn't mind
just
that.
a year of Diesel, like.
Okay, I don't know about a year of Diesel, but
Just like 58-year-old Kevin Nash, whoever the hell he is.
yeah.
That'd be so awesome. I think he's 56 actually.
Yeah, he's getting up there. He is getting up there. For sure.
But yeah, he's not
Good.
legitimate.
That
I'm
would be a
just
good
messing
name
up.
for Diesel Run.
All right, so after all these people, Steve, who do you think most
Honestly,
obvious?
who's
Yes.
gonna?
If
Well, do you
not,
want me to run down the list?
Yeah, run down the list.
But wait, ready? This, because it could be two different things with the Money in the Bank thing here. Who wins this tournament, and who
stays
is
the
the
champion?
champion after that? It could be them, or it changes.
Okay, give me the names.
Well, are you
Oh.
saying their champion going into the next pay-per-view?
Yes.
Yes,
like,
the next pay.
Yeah, who's going to hold
Alright.
the belt going into TLC?
So who's gonna win
at
Survivor?
least?
Who's gonna win Survivor Series and cash in it?
So
who do you think?
So here are the names we got. I'll run down the list and then
Yeah.
you guys make your pick here. We got Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Cesaro, Hideo Itami, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Brock Lesnar, Ryback, Kevin Owens. I have Del Rio on here even though we didn't really talk about him. Just in case. Big E, Sheamus, and Daniel Bryan, and Outlier, Batista
Finn Balor too.
at the Rumble. Yeah,
Kevin Nash.
we'll throw Balor on there. And then way far away
So
from
far that
Batista.
it's close.
Oh, I hate your logic, Kevin Nash.
We started at Hawaii and you went all the way around, and you're at Japan. He's still right there.
I'll give you a good one. How about the good old nature boy Ric Flair?
Yeah,
17-time champ.
yeah.
So you got one more left. It's getting a documentary.
Yeah, I did see that. That's
Here
cool.
you go.
30
We're
for
gonna
30, that's pretty
promo
cool.
up this documentary. Give him the belt.
Yeah, good ad.
But yeah, who do you think? So
Okay,
out of those names,
is it what I
who
honestly
do you think is gonna win,
or is it fan like okay?
No,
what I think.
who you legitimately, pessimistic or not, think is gonna win here.
All right, it's gonna come down to Reigns and Ambrose. They're gonna fight one-on-one.
The finals will be
Yes.
this though. Okay.
Reigns is gonna turn heel. He's gonna join the Authority. He's gonna be the champ.
Okay.
So Steve's
That's what-
going with Roman Reigns.
I think that's what's gonna
does
happen,
he
and I will
hold-
like that
And
though.
he
if
holds
turns
on to
heel.
the belt.
Yep, he holds
Sheamus
on to
doesn't
it.
screw him.
Nope.
Okay. How about you, Nick? What do you think?
Cap, go first.
Okay. I think they have Ambrose and Reigns. Again, I also believe that in the finals. And I think Ambrose is going to win it. I think they're going to do another cheap win with him, though. I think he's going to win it, and Sheamus is going to come out and hit him. I think Sheamus is going to walk away with the belt here. It was such.
I think it's horrible.
I think
but
it was
yeah.
such a royal fuck up for him to win the Money in the Bank contract that I think they just want to get it out of the way now, so it doesn't have to loom over storylines. Give it to him now, then he just drops it right when whoever comes back that they want to actually hold the belt.
Well, I hope he would lose it at TLC, honestly.
Yeah, I would love it if he lost the next pay-per-view, but I think
I think
Sheamus...
that's a bad way to go.
I think Sheamus walks away with it here just
not trying-
because
yeah.
of the Money in the Bank
I'm not trying to
contract.
degrade your pick. I'm just saying that would be so bad for the ratings alone without all those
I agree
guys.
with you. I agree with
They
you.
went down to 3.24 million this
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
So they dipped again.
Yeah.
I agree with you, dude, but, I mean...
I understand.
They
No,
haven't-
I understand your pick. It makes
they-
sense.
yeah,
That's
they-
another option I was thinking.
They haven't proven me wrong in the past with
Right.
dumb shit like this,
Yes.
so... All right, Nick.
How about you?
All right.
This is no Snicks pick
No,
either.
this is a serious
This is a
pick.
legitimate pick.
This
is completely
DeAndre
serious.
Jordan is not allowed to win
No
the
Chris
belt.
Paul. No Chris Paul, Shaq, Blake Griffin.
All right. So Rollins is out.
Yes.
Vacant is champion again.
Vacan's running it again
I
on
love
the
Vacant.
WWE.
Gotta
The
love-
roster is spread thin. It's time.
God damn it.
Slater push.
I knew it was coming.
It is Heath Slater's time.
That guy's ever champion. Oh
Is he bringing back the...
It would be the greatest moment in WWE.
Is he bringing back the three-man band, or is he doing...
Here comes Jinder!
As soon as he gets that belt, Jinder Mahal comes out, Drew McIntyre
just swing
comes
down
out.
from the rafters.
Drew McIntyre out of nowhere.
They descend from the ceiling.
It'll be the opposite of the Brood entrance. They'll just come down from the heavens. They'll just land in the ring. But no, realistically, who do you actually think? Yeah.
Seriously.
Do you have anybody?
Heath Slater wasn't serious enough?
Heath Slater is not allowed.
No, he's not allowed.
Okay.
Come on, give a serious one.
I mean, I'll go to a wild card here, and... Well, alright, we're looking at a pay-per-view afterwards, so...
Yeah, going into TLC, you know, who's got this belt.
Yeah.
I will say Reigns has it. That just makes too much sense.
Who do you think of the finals?
Definitely the safe option.
In this, I think...
Who do you think he's beating for the belt?
At Survivor Series.
I think that's an Ambrose Reigns thing.
Yeah.
I think
we
so
all
too.
have that, yeah.
I think it's a bad time to do it, though.
Yeah, definitely, but again, they don't have an option.
They don't have an option.
We've just said 100 different options, but most of them are not that feasible. They're just fantasy.
Yes.
I want to throw the wild card out here because we know they're close to coming back. I don't know if it's too soon, but I would love to see Sami Zayn or Tommy get thrown into that title picture. Maybe they don't win
I wouldn't be surprised with Baylor.
But I would like to see.
Nah, I can't see Baylor.
He's not going to be on the roster.
They just
though.
firmly establish him as the face of NXT with this most recent.
Here's the thing: if you do that, Zayn and Itami kind of get lost in the shuffle by doing that. I think.
Yeah, but I think if they do it, because I don't think they're going to win no matter what. I think they would just be like a one-night thing, and then they would go back to NXT or something.
Yeah.
And then eventually they would get called back up. I think Zayn's going to be in a WrestleMania match, by the way, this year.
Ah, that'd be awesome.
No, but I think
so.
I think Zayn's right to the main roster.
You think so?
I don't feel like there's any point in sending him back to NXT.
No, there's no point.
Especially with the face champion.
There's no point. I'm just thinking logically he might go back down, but I don't know.
The one that I wanted to bring up that none of us mentioned, I was surprised that none of us said it, I think is feasibly a very realistic option here is Bray Wyatt walks out.
What the hell? Why didn't we bring him up?
Well, no, I mean, we talked about him.
Yeah, we talked about before we came here.
But, no, we talked about him
at the top of the show.
Oh, yeah, I did mention it. You're right. You're right.
But, none of us said him, but he, of all the people that we said, taking the people that we didn't say, he is very, very possibly the next champion with the way that he's been booked. Because Survivor Series, they could be like, all right, give Taker a break. Whatever the hell they're doing with those guys. Kane.
They could really go that way.
Ended at Survivor Series. Whoever wins this belt, Bray Wyatt, the lights go out right afterwards, just like they did at the Taker-Lesnar thing. Bray Wyatt comes out and just destroys them and takes the belt. Even if he doesn't win the tournament or whatever, I could see him, Ambrose wins it. They kidnap Ambrose the same way they did the
maybe they can wait.
And Kane.
They can wait the Kane
the
Taker match like Rumble or something.
Yeah, he's definitely one that I could see.
I would love it.
I still think I think everything that we all said was more feasible than that.
Yeah, for right now.
I just said feasible 100 times.
Yeah. For all we know right now, our options are pretty good right now, I think. But we don't know what's going to happen on Raw, so something crazy could happen.
Yeah, I think the four most prominent are Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Sheamus, and Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
I think it comes down to those four.
Yeah.
Just from just everything, taking the booking, how they've been booked. I
cringe with Sheamus, though, but...
Yeah. Just thinking of the feuds that Sheamus would have.
It'd be so boring. But, I just wanted to go off topic for one thing, because just with Orton being hurt, it's a shame he's hurt, but I think this is going to benefit him, though. Because, he's kind of been a boring character. Sorry, I'm going off topic, but I just think Orton is really going to benefit this when he comes back, because since he's out 4 to 6 months compared to Rollins. I think it's a shame Rollins is hurt, and this is a different situation. Orton's older; he's been in the business longer. I think it really benefits him.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
That's the same thing I've been crying, and myself and millions of fans have been crying about with Cena for the longest time. Just send him out on an injury or something. Then when he comes back, it'll be somewhat fresh.
Yeah,
he won't be whatever, but he'll be cool enough. Orton definitely.
Yeah.
Look what happened when they had him going for a while. The
4
RKO
months.
out of nowhere thing, and he was red hot when they did nothing with it. No. But he's Orton, so
well. That's the thing, too. Cena's gone for the next 2 months. We're assuming he's still gone.
Yeah.
So by the time he comes back, and, he's probably right back in that picture, too.
Oh, he's back in the title picture.
And we will probably, because we're suckers, we'll probably be happy to see him back.
However, one thing that we haven't really noted is when Cena comes back, Alberto Del Rio still has his U.S. championship.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
You know, we keep saying, like, definitively, I wasn't even really thinking about this, that Cena's coming back and winning the Rumble or whatever, but he's still going to go through Del Rio. There's no way, with how big they made Cena with this U.S. title, that he's going to come back and just overlook it because the championship's not in the way. He's got to do something with.
I think they might go out. I don't know what they're gonna do, honestly, because like
I mean,
just what just happened right now. We got this news today. It's game changing. The bit wrestling business right now, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we beat that into the ground.
Well, I mean, it was much deserved.
Got to talk about it. But anything else like really big happened from this Raw? I mean, the SmackDown that's gonna come out.
Doesn't.
That's irrelevant. But this Raw and this NXT, we talked about NXT already. Nothing other notable.
Even Marie sucks, by the way.
Nothing notable really happened other than the
Baylor
thing.
Cruz, yeah.
But Raw, anything else big happen? Bray Wyatt, we kind of talked about it in passing. You know, Bray Wyatt came out and cut that crazy promo.
It's really cool.
How he's harnessing the souls and the powers and everything that the Undertaker and Kane have
a little corny, but effective.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of the better promos in a while.
The lights, the anger in his voice when he was like yelling about like the lightning and shit and the pyro.
He stole the powers from Kane and Undertaker, the lightning and the fire. I thought it was interesting. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Raw.
Bray Wyatt's definitely in a solid place going forward. With any promo work like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you'd be afraid to strap the belt on that guy. Even if he just comes out and talks for an hour instead of wrestles, I'm satisfied.
Also, want to mention Usos came back. I haven't seen them in like 6 months.
Thing.
That was cool.
We forgot about that.
Yeah, they came back. Thought that was pretty cool. They got a nice little pop.
Definitely a big moment.
I like how they're booking the tag teams because, like I mentioned this before we got here. The Lucha Dragons got a nice little video package before their match with Barrett and Sheamus, and they got a big tag win. That's a good way to build up your mid card division, and I thought it was really interesting. It was a really good 15-minute match.
Yeah.
Because this Raw was good again. We had 2 good, solid shows. I mean,
we had Cesaro and The Miz wrestling a little one-off match that's seemingly setting up Cesaro to feud with Cody Rhodes and the Cosmic Wasteland or whatever.
Yep.
Owens and Ziggler were fighting.
Good match.
Tyler Breeze comes out and hits him with the beauty shot after the match.
Yeah.
Takes like a selfie with him. The Tyler Breeze
a go section.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
Any little things that you can do to add to a character like that, like just those little tweaks, like Xavier with his trumpet, like it just makes them noticeable just enough where they stand out to fans.
Yeah,
like,
they're like, oh, that guy's with the selfie stick, like a little kid, you know, like they don't know as much as we do, obviously.
Yeah, definitely a fan of what they're doing with Tyler so far.
Yeah, they're doing a very nice job with him. Good booking so far with him.
Ziggler, if anyone on the goddamn main roster is going to put anyone over, it's Dolph Ziggler. So I feel like we probably see Breeze go over Ziggler in this feud.
Yeah, that'd be great for him, obviously.
Yeah.
It's good.
Needs a win.
It's good that Breeze is getting a high-profile name for his debut.
Yeah, instead of coming out and beating up Adam Rose or
Bo Dallas or R-Truth, yada
definitely
yada.
Definitely do the same. Come out and fight a top guy like Ziggler. Even if, like I said, like Ziggler probably will put him over. Even if Ziggler wins this, just sharing the ring with someone like Dolph Ziggler, like a proven commodity on the main roster, is going to be great for Tyler Breeze going forward.
Yeah, we also saw the 6-month absence of Jack Swagger.
Way to suck the air out of
Del Rio's return.
Yeah. We were talking about like how cool it is, like these like fresh opponents he can fight now, and they're like
he's fighting R-Truth and Jack Swagger.
Let's get back to Jack Swagger, and R-Truth. Like, come on, guys.
The only good thing so far with him was Neville, but it was like a 1-minute match. But
what could still save him now is if they just are completely using Jack Swagger as just food for him, and when he goes out at Survivor Series, him and Zeb full heel turn. Like they're not how right now they're kind of on the fences,
like tweeners.
But if he full heel turns and just destroys everything about Jack Swagger, then it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Saw R-Truth too.
Huh?
Saw R-Truth too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
What's up?
Yay.
There was that whole B and PCB thing with Becky Lynch.
Yeah, that was weird. Just an awkward backstage promo.
Yeah.
Them trying to allude to the word bitch like it's like some crazy thing that's never been heard on TV.
Like they never seen blood as well.
I like seeing Becky in any spotlight.
And Renee is beautiful.
That's cool. Yeah, Renee, I love you.
Sorry, I had to bring that up.
I'm just gonna put my official proposal for marriage out right now. If you're hearing this, sorry, Dean, but Renee, you can get in touch with me. I don't have Twitter, so you got to talk to one of these guys.
You have to go on a hunt to track them.
We also had
I'll be worth the wait.
We also had a great Fatal 4-Way #1 contenders match for the Divas title.
Yeah.
Very good. This is a perfect way to book women's wrestling.
And Brie was involved.
Yeah.
Brie Bella was involved in a good match, guys. Can we take like a moment of silence or something here?
Just say wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought a moment of silence was for bad things.
It could be a bad thing because that means that more Bellas will be shown on TV if Brie gets a little bit better.
Yeah. But, this is what they should have been doing in the first place. Stuff like this. Not 6-man diva tags every goddamn week.
6-woman, Steve.
Whatever.
Goddamn chauvinist.
This is a PC podcast.
Sorry. But this was like the perfect
Except for like 99% of the time.
This is the perfect way to book them, honestly. Like, Paige gets the heel win by throwing Sasha out. It feels like Sasha might be a face in a couple months.
Yeah.
Could be interesting.
Oh, I don't know. She was throwing some shade at JoJo.
Oh, no. I know. No,
I got you.
All right, Sasha Banks is great. I wasn't feeling that promo.
Yeah. She said something about like her clothes look like Halloween or something.
I don't care. It's Sasha, so I'm going to
Yeah, that was just... I was just like...
Anything Sasha does is great, so... That's just me, though.
With the divas in general, though, if you want them to see like this, like a revolution, like more realistic, this is the way to do it. Give them like hard hitting matches where you give them a chance to throw each other into tables and into the barricades and hit power offense.
Maybe do like a tables or ladders match at TLC for them.
Yeah, that would be pretty goddamn.
That'd be
awesome.
Interesting. Something with Sasha, Bailey, not Bailey, Becky.
If you look at the history of WWE WWE Divas roster, I mean, taking Lita out of the equation, this is probably the most hardcore group of girls they've had in a long time. So
like probably 10 years.
Yeah, so they could definitely pull it off.
Yes, they definitely could. And we're getting Charlotte and Paige because Paige got the big win there. Then they did that awkward interview with Byron Saxton. That made no sense.
Saxton sucks, man. I mean, I really want to like Saxton.
I like Saxton. I like him.
Why? Like, what does he bring?
No, not like his interview. I like him when he's like a side commentator. I think he's okay. I'm not the best in the world, but he's okay.
Yeah, when he's not doing his main job is when you like him.
Well, yeah, pretty much. When he was the main guy, the Raw after Mania, he was awful. Oh, it's so weird.
He's so bad. He brings like nothing unique.
Well, I want
Cole brings nothing unique, but Cole, like you expect that.
I would like to see Corey Graves on there, honestly.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got anything else here?
I think
New Day and Team Rollins.
Oh yeah, the traditional 5-on-5 match.
Yeah, I mean, it happened. It doesn't even really matter now, though.
It was. See before.
Yeah, it doesn't. But that backstage segment was entertaining as hell.
And it's sad that
that was great.
I love Xavier.
Actually, I did want to note this. Clearly, it can't happen now because of a certain meniscus tear.
And ACL.
But Rollins owes Kevin Owens one. You know, he promised on that WrestleMania match. So you guys think we're gonna get it this year? Kevin Owens versus Rollins at Mania? Yeah, so that's a goddamn bummer.
I mean,
but it was so cool to set up.
If they just want to
it was nice to see
heel trash talk while Rollins is just recovering at his house.
Yeah, I was just marking out alone. They're like having conversations. Like, holy shit! It's Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. Like, what the hell?
It was a great.
Tyler Black and Kevin Steen are on WWE.
Kill
right
Steen,
now.
kill.
Both of them are holding belts and they're having a backstage segment.
Oh, why is Rollins hurt?
How am I still pissed at Raw? Like, how do they? You know?
Yeah, right.
How do they take
two of the top ROH guys?
Sami Zayn just reappears as El Generico.
Have Neville come out as Pac instead.
The generic luchador.
Yeah, that Kenta just reappears.
You can do like the most spectacular move you've ever seen, and I'll just sit there and go, it was a little generic. A little for the rookies.
Yeah, but I mean, the 5-on-5 like it was a good way to book them between Reigns and Rollins. It's a shame Rollins the incident happened because it was a really good match.
One thing we should note is Ryback's in there. Ryback was kind of flirting with the top of the card there.
Yeah, he was.
You know, I mean, those are all upper.
It was a good way to have
match.
it was like the last 3-on-3 guys. It was Ryback, Ambrose, Reigns, and then Big E, Owens, and Rollins.
Yeah, that's definitely saying something. That definitely saying something for Ryback.
Oh yeah, especially and Big E as well.
Yeah,
he was the last guy for New Day.
Yeah, obviously the Usos are back. We already talked about.
Yeah, we mentioned that.
And
I don't like the Usos, but I know they're a big
good workers,
part of
but
the tag team. Yeah.
And again, doesn't matter now. But that main event match at the end ends with all 3 Shield members. So plan the seeds. More that
they were booking towards.
Plan the seeds for that WrestleMania triple.
You don't know how depressed.
Oh well, WrestleMania 33 will be really good.
Maybe
for SummerSlam 2016.
That is... The planning was in its infancy. And
I still don't believe Seth's hurt.
Yeah,
it hurts, man.
I got a picture and a video to show you.
No.
Say otherwise.
I know, but it's just... I can't believe it
Do you think if you showed a video to Steve, he might actually cry on the spot?
Yeah, if you guys want to see some... Well, not live, but recorded tears.
If you want to hear the sounds of a weeping 21-year-old man...
Yeah.
While in the background, you just hear a huge crash coming from a phone.
But
we want to wrap this one up here.
I
think we've had a
NXT
memorial
real quick.
for Seth.
We did talk about the Finn Balor Apollo Crews match.
Yeah.
And Samoa Joe.
I love Asuka, by the way. Sorry.
And Baron Corbin. Yeah, but that title match was really good.
Oh,
I liked it a lot.
Hell of a good match. Good heel heat, like we said before with Corbin. But yeah, and Eva Marie's a bitch. But yeah, other than that, and it looks like she's gonna go for the title again. Every time she teases with the title thing, I cringe.
Yeah,
that's worse. It's worse than Sheamus.
Yeah, she's horrible. Let's not give her any more time.
Yeah,
Screw
that's
her.
it.
Yeah.
No, okay, no more.
Shout out to Cameron for NXT debuting.
She actually wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I like her more than Eva.
Out. Yeah, she dropped out, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take her over Eva.
Yeah.
I'll take any goddamn diva on this roster over Eva.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that.
All right.
But yeah, NXT, fun show as always, Nick.
Can't avoid the Eva Marie hate no matter what we try to do.
Nah, it'll always stay.
Why do you guys even bother bringing it up, honestly?
Just want to just really hit home how awful she is.
Yeah, and you always got to bring it up.
But again, I try to stress, probably not an awful person, just in the wrong business.
I don't really care though. I mean, she's so bad in the business that I don't like her as a person. She's in a wrestling standpoint, she's just like a fart that just lingers in the background, and it always stinks, and it's always just right there in the tip of your nostrils, just waiting to be inhaled.
Oh God, this is so harsh.
There you go, Eva. That's what I think of your career.
She has no...
Guys, stop.
She has nothing, yeah.
Stop.
She's horrible.
She has no benefits of her.
She has red hair.
I'm not sure. I mean, it's the truth.
Yeah, she has red hair and
she's cute. That's
cute.
That's it. But there's so many cute divas that can wrestle.
She seems
that's
better.
It.
She seems better fit.
That's honestly.
She seems better fit in ESPN's swimsuit magazine.
Honestly, if she was in a ring announcer chick, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, come out and say, "Hey, here's The Rock and here's Stone Cold. They're gonna be fighting tonight. I'm pretty and I have red hair." Everyone would clap. Everyone would be happy.
Okay. Yeah.
As opposed to her wrestling.
Yes.
Which brings tears and sadness.
And that's the perfect way to
wrap out our talking portion of this show.
Yes.
Not at all.
Steve, why don't you take us out this week?
Okay.
I don't think you've done it in a while.
Nah, I haven't done it in a while.
Have you ever?
The one time I called you Cole.
And then he just clicked the stop button.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, this was episode 13.
Yeah, apologies for the last one too. I think we said it was episode 14.
Yeah,
I said it was 14 at the end. I forgot how numbers work.
So this is episode 13 of the Smark Show.
Quick correction I want to bring up too.
Right.
Last episode I brought up Kevin Owens' backstage interview from Hell in a Cell that they put online. I said I would put the link to the video in the description. I forgot to include that in the description.
Busted!
Psych, bitches.
No.
It's a heel turn.
Heel turn by Nick.
No,
nice job,
I forgot to put it in. I'll update when this goes up. I'll put the link to that video in last week's episode description, and it'll be in this one as well.
He could be setting you up for a double heel turn.
That's my
he doesn't post that again.
Dude, I'm about to powerbomb you through this table if you don't shut up.
Woo! All right. So, this was episode 13 of the Smark Show. You can like our video, right, Nick?
We did a good job, yeah.
Yes. You can also...
Like it either way.
Yeah, like it either way. You can also comment with feedback and see if you'd like to see us talk about any other stuff about wrestling and what's going on in the business. Also, subscribe. That's what we'd love to see.
Also, comment with your thoughts on last week wrestling, too.
That, too. Our Twitter handles. Nick, where can they follow you?
Did you say subscribe?
Yes, I did say subscribe.
Okay. I'm at It's Nick.
I'm at Stephen Herman 10. Mike, where can they follow you at?
Can follow the show in general at the Smark Show.
Yeah, which I do. I did a little bit of live tweeting for Raw, and I'll be doing that for pay-per-view as well.
And then you stopped midway through the episode.
I know, because I was watching football and a lot of stuff. I couldn't just watch Raw. There's a lot of other stuff I was watching. But
Get 2 TVs.
Yeah.
2 TVs.
Yeah,
Steve.
2 TVs. Next time I will do a better job with that. But yeah, this was a really good episode of the Smark Show, I would say.
Big week of wrestling coming up.
A lot of news. This week's Raw will be very interesting, and we'll see you next week, right, guys?
All right, enough of our ramblings. Till next week, guys.
Peace.